Go ahead.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Any rate, what's up, gang? It's your man Big O coming to you live from E Square Cigar Lounge, 3616 Kirkwood Highway. It's our Cigars and Conversations segment. I have a couple of our sisters of the leaf here, and we are excited to get started. We're a little bit late because anytime you're dealing with women,
Wait a minute.
they're not going to be on time.
Wait a minute.
We're not going to be on time.
We were on time.
That's not everyone.
Yeah. So, anywho, I want to obviously give some people time to come in. You could go ahead and hit one of them buttons on the bottom that says share. Let your friends know. Tell them to log in. Feel free to share the podcast. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I don't know what the fuck this love language shit is all about, but I'm going to do my best to be a sensitive motherfucker and hopefully come out of here with a little bit more information afterwards than I have right now.
Okay.
So I have a couple of our sisters here. I'm going to let them go ahead and introduce themselves, and I'll tell you what, we'll do an icebreaker, right? Because everybody, they all nervous. I don't know why they're nervous. They know that this isn't earth-shattering stuff that I do here. Maybe the other podcast is earth-shattering, but this isn't. This is just, we have fun. So how about you tell them who you are and the 30 seconds or less version of the best vacation you ever had. How about that?
I like that.
All right. And you ain't got to give them your, like, we don't want nobody looking you up, your address and all that sort of shit. Just give them your first name. Don't give them your government name. Just maybe the first name, you know, we don't want no problems. All right, so who wants to start?
I guess I'll go.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Sans. My favorite vacation spot right now is Panama. Panama was such a great experience. Visiting Panama, I did go off the coast and spend some time in Contadora, and it was a very exhilarating experience just to be out and about and just experience the livelihoods of the people that live there.
All right. You said a couple multi-syllabic words that I can't repronounce, but
Contadora.
we're dealing with some educated people now.
It was really nice.
Contadora.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That sounds like somebody's child, doesn't it?
It was awesome.
Who's next?
Okay, I'll go. My name is Shelly, and I visited a couple places, but I would say the best vacation I had was just recently over the summer. Me and my family, 13 females, we went to a cabin. So it was my first cabin trip. It was during the pandemic, so it was family, friends. We had a good weekend. We had a personal chef come in and cook for us.
Nice.
And it was just a great time. So right now, that's fresh in my head, so I'm going to go with that.
Gotcha.
All right.
So I have to ask, if you had 13 women, why y'all had to have a chef cook?
Well, it was a male chef.
See, there's the problem. I'm trying to
We needed a
We were on vacation.
We were on vacation.
We did cook tacos the first night.
We made breakfast the next night.
And y'all was part of this 13?
Yes.
Yeah, you probably need a male in the mix.
Exactly. We needed a male. We did.
And we needed him to bring us more liquor.
We did.
So.
Alright, I got you. 13 women and none of them want to cook. This leading us somewhere. Y'all just check mark this. Pin this, as they say in corporate meetings, right? Pin this, and we're going to circle back to this.
Hence it was vacation.
Right.
As we said.
Alright, and who else I'm working with?
I'm Arnessa, and Shelly took my favorite. It was my favorite just because it was a bonding experience for the ladies. We kind of got to unwind. We talked about everything with no limits and just got to love up on each other and just have a great time. And it was the most beautiful view I've ever seen in my life.
Awesome.
Black love, huh?
Yes, the ladies.
Ladies.
The ladies. I like it. My name is Kamina, and probably my best vacation was New Orleans. We went to New Orleans this year together, or last year we went together. But it's my second time going to New Orleans, and it never disappoints. So, and it was the same people pretty much. So we got a chance to love up on each other again. And it was great. We had a great time. Even though it was a pandemic, everything closed early, we still had a great time.
Okay.
So,
Okay, cool. And I might as well. My name is Omar, and I'm an Aquarius.
Hey, Aquarius.
And I like taking long walks in the park. And
Yes.
playing with little poodles and rubbing on
gosh.
furry things. And if you like the same thing that I like,
He's special.
all right.
Ring the bell. Ding, ding.
All right, so now we got our intros and stuff like that going. Let's go ahead and have some fun. So
Absolutely.
I'll give a little background. All right, I'll take the heat. So Cigars and Conversations live at E Square essentially is things that we talk about here in the lounge. We usually have the cigar component, and of course, I'm not smoking today. I had some dental work done, so I can't smoke for a couple days. But we were in the lounge a couple Sundays ago, Sunday night football. I'm setting the stage for y'all, and I'm trying to watch the football game, but the ladies are still talking nevertheless. And somehow it came up on love languages. So, and I was like, yeah, I know about love languages. There's 7 of them. Well, apparently there's only 5 of them. So I didn't know as much as I thought I knew.
There you go.
So we started talking about love languages. It was Kamina and so I don't know. I was being my normal silly self because that's what I do. But I figured, and I'm gonna go a little further. We're talking about, the lack of quality, good men, and I think I said men is from Mars, women is from Venus. I really don't know what the fuck that means. I know it was a book title. It was a book title, so I was like, but did it sound good for the moment?
it sounded good at the
It
time.
sounded like I was a real sensitive dude,
Yes.
didn't it?
No.
Oh, it didn't?
It sounded like you were clueless.
Oh, okay. Well, I was clueless, but and so it was like, as there's a dearth, there you go, a dearth of good quality, not good men, but good quality available black men in the community, and we somehow got on not understanding love languages. Did I summarize it correctly?
Yes, you did.
And I like
You
that.
summed it up
I
quite
like
well.
that.
All right, so Kamina, since you were there that day, you started this shit. So Caesar one started it. I don't know where you was. You was probably speaking a language. You was here. You was drinking a beer or something.
I was in Maryland.
You wasn't here.
I was in Maryland.
So the lady to
Maryland.
your left is the one that started this whole thing. So where we at? Tell me about it.
So there are 5 love languages, and we were trying to define what each of our love languages were. So there's 5: words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, physical touch, and what's the last
Gifts.
one? And receiving gifts.
Yes, yep.
So we were trying to figure out where we all land.
Okay, excuse me. And so, are all of y'all connected with your love languages?
Absolutely.
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 We getting there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We getting there.
If not,
And your love language
if not,
can
we're a work in
change.
progress.
It can change as you
Find
grow.
out
We
later.
realize that as you grow,
And it depends on your season, where you are in your
there you
season.
go. It can change.
So that would be a problem right there. So once we try to understand your initial love language, then you flip it on us. So you got one. Can you have one love language on Tuesday of February,
it won't
and
change.
then another love language on Thursday of March?
It's not
It
changing
wouldn't
that
change that
drastically.
frequently.
Right.
No.
Right.
I definitely believe my first one is words of affirmation and of appreciation and spending that quality time together. The language of gifts, that's something pretty much all of us, we have what we really need and want in life. Gifts are just an added pleasure, a bonus to the relationship.
Okay.
That's for me.
I don't have enough gifts in my life. I'm just saying. God bless the lady that has enough gifts in her life. I don't, but it's not about me yet.
I don't know. I see your eyes going back and forth. Gifts.
All right. So, what's your language?
My main one is acts of service. Being a single mom, being independent, you kind of, I don't ask for help, I don't want to say I don't need it, Because
Right.
everybody needs it. I'm learning to
Everybody.
say it's okay to be all right, to not be okay. But if you come in my house and my trash is full and you're the man that I'm dealing with, take my trash out on your way out the door.
Acts of service.
Or if my car is
The
messed
kids
up, I'm
supposed to
not
do
a
that.
car person. I have daughters, and they will do that.
I understand. I'm
But if a
sorry.
man
This
is
isn't
in the
about me.
house, the man should take the trash out of my house.
Okay,
That's
go
an
ahead.
act of service. I
Acts of
love
service.
So acts of service is my biggest one.
Okay.
And then gifts is my next, but I'm not regular gifts. I'm not the expensive gifts person. For me, gifts is you're on your way home from work and somebody's selling flowers in the middle of the road.
Okay,
You're at
yeah.
the supermarket picking up something. Pick me up some $10 flowers.
Okay.
I'm that gift person.
Okay.
Nothing expensive.
It doesn't
Because
have
it
to
just
be.
lets me know you were thinking about me at some point in your day.
Got it.
So if I'm at the dollar store
Pick me up.
and I'm getting them 5 cans of Pringles for $3.
Oh, yeah.
And
Get the
I know you
flavor I
like
like.
I know you like the sour cream Pringles, and
There
I was
you
like,
go.
dang, I bought you some sour cream Pringles. That's
I'm excited.
enough.
Yes. I am
I'm
super
good with
excited.
that. Super excited.
Thought about me and you bought something that I like.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Oh,
I don't believe it. I'll be like, this all you bought me some Pringles?
nope.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's
Because
significant.
at that moment, you're not thinking about, oh, it's my birthday, he brought me some Pringles. You're just thinking like, it's a random day. You're not even thinking about Pringles, but you love Pringles, and your man brought you some. That's
She
that
likes
flavor.
Pringles. Let me take these home to her.
like, oh, man, look what I got you. Oh, man. I was just
you.
thinking about Pringles today. Thank you. Yeah, it's that serious. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, like she said, anything big. But I'm definitely, and after having a conversation we had the other day, we spoke to a couple guys, and they were like, you have to take that test more than once. I'm like, you're right, and I'm steady standing firm. Acts of service. I said, well, let me take it again. So I took it like 2 days ago, and I'm still acts of service.
Okay.
Now for me, I'm like on that. So I'm single. I do a lot of stuff. Like manly stuff. I have to. I work on cars. I do things.
Oh, wow.
Do I want to do it? Absolutely not. So if a man comes in and he's like, oh, and I'm checking my oil, no, I got that. Oh, go ahead. But you want something cold to drink while you do that?
That's
Then
right.
I'm going to kick into my girly mood. And
Right.
I'm like, okay, he's doing that for me. I find that sexy.
Reciprocal and catering to one another.
Yes.
That's right.
Wait. I got a pause. You said it was a test? It's a test I got to take?
Absolutely.
That will
It's a
help you.
test.
Yeah, you will figure out your love
Give you
language.
questions and
That's how you'll
It'll give
define
you
Based on how you
questions and
answer
you'll
the
pick
question.
which one relates to you the
Right.
most.
We can pull it up
See,
and
that's
you
And at the end, it'll tell you.
Guess my brother's gonna F with that stuff.
But it's a
I gotta take
very
a test.
brief.
I gotta
It's a
know
brief
test.
test. It's
Yo, who out there knew it was a test? Kel, did
takes
you know it was a
less than
test?
5
Butch,
minutes.
did you know it was a test? Troy, did you know? I keep touching you. I'm sorry. Troy, did you know it was a test? John, which one of the fellas out there knew it was a test? Please put
There
that in
is
the
a
chat.
test.
Did any of y'all know it was a test you gotta take for a love language?
They're walking away.
Thank you.
That's because you just heard us say that. You just
got
heard
the
us say
test.
Have
that.
you taken the test?
Yes, I have.
What's your love
And what's your love
language?
language?
I think mine was sex.
I guess that's acts of service.
Maybe quality time.
See,
You know.
Physical touch, yes.
And physical touch.
It depends
Okay.
on that.
Troy says he believed it, but Troy, did you take the test yet?
Take the test. Take the
Did you take
test.
the
Did
test?
Troy take the test?
All right. So everybody got their name. Who I'm missing? I mean, what's yours?
Mine is acts of service as well.
Acts of service.
And I feel the same way.
So I got acts of service. I got quality affirmation,
And quality time.
quality
I have
time. I got
She's acts of service.
acts of service and
Acts of service. And physical touch is a close second for me.
My second
Close
is yes.
second. Because I like you all in my personal space. and
And
I want to be in yours.
For me, yeah.
I am touchy feely, but I'm definitely
My second was
Miss Kelly Sharp says physical touch.
Physical
All right,
touch.
so yeah, I didn't know it was a test.
you didn't know it was a test.
That's you know what.
See, we learn something
And
new
so,
every
but this
day.
is the challenge that men face, trying to like communicate with your ladies, especially mature ladies that know what they're doing and so on. Not it's been around the block and not literally, but
which
accomplish some things in your life and know what you want out of life. And then we're trying to communicate with you, but so let me just ask a question. So I'm throwing it out. We got acts of service, right? Is that acts of service for you or you acts of service for somebody else?
That's acts of service for me.
That's how I
That's
receive
what I
love.
want.
That's how I receive it.
What makes
Because you have to learn your
Right.
partner's love language.
Right.
And theirs
Right.
might
Your
not
partner
be
can have a
acts
different
of
love
service.
language than you.
Theirs might be something totally
Absolutely.
different.
Just because mine is acts of service don't mean if we were a couple that yours would have to be acts of service.
Absolutely.
Like, so if you know mine is acts of service, you will do your best to accommodate that. If I know yours is quality time, then I should be trying to spend a quality time with you.
And
All right, so what if I'm quality time
Okay.
and I had to go, my wife is to the right, so I had to make sure I get this done. Boss lady is acts of service, right?
Yes.
So if I'm asking for an act of service during my quality time, does that count as everybody meeting in the middle?
It depends what your act of service is, because you might just use this for your advantage.
Act of service
I
don't
just need 13
necessarily mean
minutes.
it's not a sexual
I need 13
thing,
minutes.
in my opinion.
Right. I think you want more physical
Yeah,
touch.
you want
That's
physical
three.
touch.
I'm combining three from there. I'm getting better at this already.
See, but he still has to take the test.
I got quality, I got time, acts of service, and physical touch.
Yeah.
In 13 minutes. But what have been married so long? I didn't even know. No, I didn't even know what shit.
But for me, acts of service is not sexual.
Okay.
It's not. To me, acts of service is really
It's doing
physically doing something, like finding a need and filling a need.
Right.
Like taking
Exactly.
the stress off of me. Like
Right.
if you see that I got a lot on my plate
Yes.
and I'm trying to do a lot of it, I'm cooking and I'm sorting clothes in between things. You're like, you know what, babe? I'm going to go ahead and put the clothes in the washer for you.
Because as it says, if your love language is acts of service, you value when your partner goes out of their way to make your life easier.
Okay. But that's where the communication part comes in. So each person in that relationship is clear on what that definition means to them to share with their partner.
Exactly.
Okay, on the surface, I'm trying to understand a little bit better. I'm just saying, women are such fluid creatures.
Yes, we
Okay.
are.
Right,
Okay.
and y'all just fluid creatures, and
I think
as soon
humans
as
are.
we feel like men are straight down the line, y'all we
No.
straight
No.
down the line.
Disagree.
We are.
No.
Listen. All right, I'm gonna give you the key to solving
Okay,
the
we'll
man
take it.
code.
We'll
Okay.
take it.
We'll
Okay.
take it.
We're listening.
I'm here to learn. I got notes.
We want. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, and brothers, if y'all on the line, let me know. And Jen,
Chime in,
you can
chime
talk
in.
to your husband because he's got the book. But I'm gonna make it real simple for y'all. Take notes. You ready?
We encourage.
We just want. We want to be fed. We want good food.
Okay. We know
Okay.
that.
We want good loving,
Okay.
and we want to be left alone.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
That's not you.
I'm just saying. That's as a baseline.
Most
As a
men, if you
baseline.
do leave them alone, you'll get the argument that you don't have time, or
Why aren't you talking to
No,
giving me enough attention.
if you fed us and I'm trying to be PG here. If you fed us and provide an active quality service and then let us go play PlayStation for the next 3 hours, you can have whatever you want. You be like, babe, I want to go to the mall. We be like, boo, pick up the card. If we low.
He has a fan
Stop
over
making
here.
complicated. They can't see the brother back there. Oh, am I right, bro? Take the card. Go ahead. I'm playing this game. Do me a favor. Stop at Wawa on the way back and bring me a coffee when you come in. You can go to the mall with your girlfriends and spend $1,000. We cool.
Okay.
I need more men to co-sign that.
There is no
I got
limit.
one right there.
That's only one. I need more. Come on.
No
I need-
limit.
Cause
No
All
I-
right, Buzz. Look, I got Troy. Troy says yes, yes, yes. He's saying true. June says wow.
Wow.
Thank you, Jim.
I'm just
Thank
saying.
you.
I ain't more brothers out there want feed us, quality service, and quality time. That's 3 acts of service right there. That's 3 love languages.
Well, first of
not
all, let's
quality.
not. Well, first of all, let's not, because we had the discussion about this quality
Time.
time before.
Quality time
And
means you want to
quality
spend time
means
with
you
your
want
partner.
to be with me, so you can't want both. You can't want to have your space
can't even
and
want to
have
be left
quality
alone.
time. So in those three statements, it sounds like, okay, acts of service, I'm gonna cook for you. That's an act of service. If I'm gonna cook for you,
Okay.
and then
Physical
your
touch.
physical touch. But then you're definitely not seeking quality time, because quality time is what you want alone, and that's what it's not a love language.
Whoa, wait.
Okay.
So here's
Okay,
where,
we're listening.
here's
we're
where being able to love someone else, you have to first be able to love yourself.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So if I'm able to be loving and caring to myself by myself,
Okay.
then why should that be seen as a negative?
It's not
not.
a negative.
It's not a negative.
It's not
It's
a
just
negative
not one of the love
at all,
languages.
but it's just not
Right. There you go. Let's stick to
and
it.
not in its proper context.
Brings up,
It's not.
who the hell wrote these love languages anyway?
Back to
Who's
this.
the author of this love
I
language
know you
stuff?
got it
Chapman.
written down.
Yes.
Free quality time. I know
Quality
you got
time.
it. What-
People whose love language is quality time feel the most adored when their partner actively wants to
We
spend
can't hear it.
time with them and is always down to hang out. They particularly love when active listening, eye contact, and full presence are prioritized hallmarks in the relationship.
There you go.
Because I have a question.
Go ahead.
So you
Okay.
said leave us alone now. So you can go. Let's say you playing PlayStation. Is it okay for me to sit next to you with my feet on you while you playing play? I'm not bothering you playing your PlayStation
'Cause I might
I'm
be
just
physical
there
touch.
because I might be physical touch, or I might be quality time.
Right.
So I want to be in your vicinity,
Presence.
but I do want to respect that you need your time.
Okay.
But so
How you
is
feel
it
about that?
okay to be in your
It's
space?
absolutely okay. We
Okay.
actually love that. The only caveat I'll say is just don't ask too
any
many
questions.
questions.
Don't talk too much.
Be
Erica.
present. Put your feet on me.
Okay.
You know what I
Sit
mean?
quiet.
Lean on me.
Hook, have
Lean
sex,
on me.
and shut up.
Yes, be
It
quiet.
sound
Be
like-
present.
I
No,
don't
I
like it.
wasn't.
No.
I said be present.
said-
You said shut up.
Just keep
I
it
said
low
be
key.
present.
Have
Keep it
sex.
low
Stop
key.
putting words in my mouth.
And you
Nancy.
said disappear. Shut up.
I think I said
Be a
stop putting
vapor.
words in
Don't
my
exist.
mouth. I'm sensitive. I'm a sensitive man.
he said he's sensitive.
I understand. I have daughters. Daughters have changed my life.
Okay,
Okay. I listen.
That's a good
I'm just
thing.
saying. You know what I'm saying? Just
Wow.
listen.
Wow.
But getting back, so who wrote this? Who's the author of that?
Dr. Gary Chapman, PhD.
All right, somebody please Google Dr. Gary Chapman, PhD. Tell me who he is. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he the white man is what I'm going to
Oh,
say.
damn.
And I ain't got nothing against the white man. It's the difference between the white man and the white man. If you don't know that, we'll talk about that on later podcast. But something going to tell me he ain't spent much time in an African American household.
But
Growing up, we ain't got time for that.
if you were, if
Both our
you're,
parents work.
Yes.
My mom worked. My dad worked.
Okay.
You gotta take the kids to school. You gotta cook breakfast, lunch, dinner. You gotta give them baths. You gotta get ready for bed. Now it's 9:30. Ain't nobody got time for
Then we
that.
got to think
That's why
about
it
our
changes.
divorce, and then we also got to think about our divorce rate. Could that be a reason why a lot of our relationships don't work?
I like it.
Because
Communication.
everybody's so busy and everybody have their own needs, and their needs are not being met. People are getting divorced behind petty stuff.
communication.
And I've never been married, but I'm just saying, I've seen some what I thought to be on the outside looking in, some really strong marriages, and then out of the blue it's just like, and it's not even from cheating or the obvious things. It's just all of a sudden it don't work. Everybody's busy. Everybody's doing their own thing, and because you got your own needs and it's not being met, then you could feel abandoned. Like if I'm quality time and you always working, yeah, I know why you're working for your house, but if that's your strong love language, you're not going to understand that because you want quality time and you don't have that to give the person.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
well,
a
that's,
lot.
that is a good point. That
was a very good
I'm not going to say that's not a good point. It's not. You know, but we all relate stuff to us. So I'm just saying.
True.
My boss lady is to the right. She will tell you, I am a provider. I'm not the sensitive, oh, boo-boo, I love you type thing. Oh, sugar lump. Nah, you know, I'm I'm a provider. Listen, does y'all feel provided for? I do. I'm going downstairs.
I'm confused.
That's the reason I got a man cave, and I'll be up at 11 o'clock for quality time, physical touch. And what's the other one? Because I can combine three. I get like that. Words of affirmation. That happens between 11 and 12. That happens between 11 and 12.
1 hour to meet all those. I get what you're saying about the person that wrote this didn't come from our world, because my struggle is the physical touch thing. I came from a household, 2 parents, they worked hard, they were not touchy-feely, and they were not words of affirmation, but when I tell you they were acts of service, we had the best birthdays that were epic, but it wasn't no, I love you, good morning, happy birthday. It was no kid. I remember my mom kissing me graduation. I had my eyes closed, getting makeup on, and she kissed me to say, I'm proud of you. It floored me. I was like, lady, right. But that was the moment. But because I grew up like that, it was a struggle for me in relationships, and I had a lot of men say, like, you seem you're kind of cold. Now, they never complained sexually. That wasn't the problem, but when we weren't, I wasn't a come hug you, or lay on you, kissy feely, you the bomb. I had to learn that. Right. And I had to learn the mates that I was with. If they were a touchy-feely person, I had to come out of my comfort zone and be Miss Touchy-Feely. It was weird sometimes, but if you really want to have a great relationship, and then if I want my needs met, then I gotta get out my comfort zone. And you gotta learn that person's love language. And I think that's
it. Absolutely.
That's it.
Right.
That was beautiful. Because you could feel like you're doing the right thing, and you totally missing the mark. Because like I said, I'm an acts person. I will get stuff done. People be like, yo, you the bomb. Right. But then I missed the mark on the touch thing, and that was the one thing they needed.
Right. There you go.
All right, so what was another one? Read another definition for us.
What else do we have? What about the gifts?
All right, go ahead. What's gifts? Okay. What's gifts?
So gifts is pretty straightforward. You feel love when people give you visual symbols of love. It's not about monetary value, but symbolic thought behind the item. People with this style recognize and value gift-giving process, the careful reflection, the deliberate choosing of the object to present the relationship, and the emotional benefits from receiving the present. And I get that one, because you have to put thought into it. Right. Like, if I get a card for somebody, I put a lot of thought into it. I'm not going to just give you a card that says a bunch of words and I don't mean any of it. If I bought that card, I meant everything it said.
Specific for that person.
Yes. It's a thought thing.
Okay. Once again,
how you feel about that, Omar?
Right.
Well, specifically for the car, I'm just looking to see how much on the back. I just look at the front, I flip to the back to see how much it is, and then it'll be like, the first paragraph speaks to me, I grab it. If it don't speak, I keep going. I just read it. And I get the best cards to my wife. She loves them, but I don't put a lot of effort into them. If they like over $5.95, I ain't getting them.
I'm curious. I'm curious. Do you write a note along with the card?
Yes.
Nah,
no?
Car
you don't bring it in.
Okay. Nah, I'm not sensitive dude.
But you said earlier you were sensitive.
I'll be like love, squiggly line. Like I used to be a little graffiti guy. I might throw a graffiti drip drop or a star on it. Make sure I still got it.
But that personalized it, so that might have meant.
What I do, I put some hearts on the outside.
Okay, that's
shit like that. It was Valentine's Day, but but it's not about me. I'm just saying, don't be, because I almost get divorced like once a week. She just won't leave. That's all. So it's been working for us, and it will continue to work for us. It's about once a month. All right, once a month I almost get divorced, and she just won't leave. So I'm gonna have to learn this love language shit, I guess, eventually.
Yes, you getting there. You're getting there.
All right, so acts of gifts. People feel good about acts of gifts. So let me ask you a question. So you ladies all know what your current love language is, right? So what love language do you feel you will be most attracted to, if there's such a thing? I could be just making shit up as I go along. I'm good at that. So if you're like an act of service person, would you be able to be okay with you touched on it, with a physical touch person?
See, that's how
Exactly.
Would you? So I'm gonna go around the table
Okay.
and tell me, what do you think? What love language, whatever you think it would be?
Okay. Words of affirmation for me.
I
was going to say,
Yeah.
I struggled with that. Even when I was married, I struggled with that. And I didn't realize that until after I was divorced. And it was like, oh, you needed me to tell you look nice?
That's
Wow. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't understand that. I was like, I mean, you're going to work. You look
Right.
nice. Is you okay?
That's
I don't
important.
know. What
That's
are you doing?
important.
But yes.
Words
But-
of affirmation.
But now, I'm working on it. I'm aware of it. So, I keep that in the back of my mind.
Sounds correct.
I would definitely say words of affirmation for me. I'm a natural cheerleader, so I'm going to like pump my man. You could do it. What's the next task? How do we accomplish this? I'm a goal setter, so it just comes natural to be words of affirmation in my area.
But which
That
one
I
would
be
you struggle
attracted-
with?
I would struggle more with the gifts part. I'm a good gift person, but to do the small things, I think that would just, if he likes the Snickers bar, I would, those kind of things, getting that, no, because he may not want it that time, and I don't want it to I guess I'm frugal, so I'm not going to spend just to spend.
Okay.
That's me.
You ain't frugal when it comes to cigars and good liquor. But we ain't gonna talk about that. All right, we carry on.
We
Who's
like
next up?
quality, but I'm frugal. Quality, but frugal.
Exactly.
I think for me, and it's weird that when it comes to the gift part, I guess I don't score high in that area because it's not important for me to receive. But I am that person. If I see a mate or somebody I'm dealing with or whatever, if I see they like something, I'm just, I saw this. It could be even my girlfriend. I saw it. I thought of you and I bought you this. So that part. So for me, I think I would struggle more with the quality time because I've been single so long. And I'm so, don't get me wrong, I like spending alone time with people, but I can't spend too much time for too long.
Damn.
Because then I'm ready for you to go. I'm like,
That's a whole different subject. Right there.
no, seriously, like quality time.
Quality time.
Like seriously,
So you set the timer.
yeah, like we could go on a date, and even if it turns over to an overnight stay by morning, I'm like,
Time to go.
So you got your acts of service, and now you want to go ahead and
There you go, check out.
You know what? That's so selfish. That's so
not
selfish. And he can't get no quality time. He can't even get quality time.
I want to be a
now.
quality time.
He done
person.
gave you acts of
I do.
service, gifts, words of affirmation, and he can't get the quality time.
I want to be a quality person.
This body is full of shit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I digress. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yes.
Terrible.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
All right, so did everybody
all a
come
work
up
in
with
progress.
what they are?
My strong suit, I think now
Okay.
is the physical touch, and only because I got in tune with it. And I go as far as I'll Google a guy's zodiac sign, and it'll tell you what kind of touch they like, and it actually works. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, like based off your zodiac, there's certain places you like to be touched.
Really?
That's
And
some
I learned it,
research
and
there.
it works.
Research.
And then I'm a big
I'm gonna need
person.
to
I would get
research.
But my weakest is gonna be physical touch. I'm sorry, it's gonna be words. Only because I'm a Sag and we are very sarcastic. So a lot of guys be like, man, you are cold, or you are so sarcastic, or you always laughing at me. That's the other thing. But laughing
So they're
is my
sensitive.
nervous tick.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
got a nervous tick. When I don't want to answer you, I will do a little giggle. So.
Okay.
Like she's doing right now. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So that would be my struggle is the
Okay.
words. I have to learn how to like really stroke an ego because it's hard for me to stroke
Very
my
hard
ego.
for me to do that.
It's hard.
It's hard.
I work my butt
It's
off.
hard.
I
It's
just
hard.
can't. I was like, what
I was
you
like,
mean?
I'm trying.
What you
I'm
mean you having a
trying.
bad day? How about
Right.
working and
wow.
dealing with two kids?
But you want him to hear about your bad
Exactly.
day.
Right.
Exactly. So that's hard for me.
Yes.
So I have a follow-up question.
I love it.
Oh boy.
So you Google the zodiac to
Yes.
see where certain men
Yes.
have more. Let me help you with that.
No.
Whatever.
Let me help you with that.
They want to be touched.
I know there's some. You got shoulders, you got necks, you got the bottom of the elbow, the back of the knee, and maybe the ankle. Just skip all that. Skip all that. Men like to be touched around the same general area.
Not all men,
he was
because
gonna-
not all men are there, so they're self-conscious about that area, so they
we
shy away
talking
from
about
that
we
area.
talking about fuckboys. We talking about men.
Oh, damn.
There's a difference now between.
Okay.
I'm just gonna help. I'm trying
And
to
that's
help
the
you.
paradigm shift that we all need to take.
Well, she's using a multi-syllabic word
right.
again.
I like it.
I'm a Google paradigm shift. We'll talk about that shit later. All right, but anyway, so I just want to help you out with that. You ain't gotta Google the zodiac. There's a spot right at the base before the hump. Just focus
See?
right there, and you know he's gonna be a happy camper.
Happy camper.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, and if he's not, it's him and not you.
It's not me. Okay.
It's not you. It's him.
Fine.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So what else we got over? Did we get all 5 of them yet? We only got 2 or 3.
We definitely talked
moving
about
through the
physical
hour. I'm
touch.
gonna say, look, just go Google that shit. You know,
Oh, damn.
you can talk about it when you
Take
come
the
to the
test.
That's
lounge.
right. We'll talk about it.
You know, the 5 love language. Read them off again, man.
There are 5 of them. So
5
words
of
of
them.
affirmation,
Words of affirmation.
quality time,
Time.
acts of service,
Acts of service.
gifts, receiving gifts, and physical touch.
There you go.
Okay. So, anybody out there that's on the line right now, all 8 of us, anybody want to put in what they think their love language is?
We definitely like to hear.
We just like
We
to hear.
definitely like to hear.
Yeah.
Especially
So-
from the guys.
Yes, especially from
So,
the guys.
so one of the things we were talking about that day, we talk about a lot of stuff, but just the challenges of finding good quality men. And remember I said the odds are just, unfortunately, not in your favor. So, you know, I threw a couple of stats out there that I don't have any real statistical data except for one of them, but you know, when you look at the United States, it's you know, it's more women than it is men. Right? More women than it is men. Talk to Mother Nature about that. I don't got nothing to do with that. That's just the facts, right?
Okay.
And then you gotta take out. So you already at what? 2 to 1. Let's just say 2 to 1.
Okay.
Twice as many
5 to
women.
1.
Just for the sake of the
Okay,
discussion,
okay.
2 to 1,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And then you gotta take out the brothers that's incarcerated.
Yes.
Okay.
That takes us 3 to 1. And I'm just using general.
Okay.
Don't. I want to know y'all scientific calculus people to be challenging my data because I don't really have any data to support my point. It's just
It's not
about
research-based.
discussion.
Right.
Right. So
Okay.
then we got 3 to 1 now.
Okay.
You gotta take out the alternative lifestyle gentleman.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we up to about 4 to 1. We're in agreement there.
We're in
Yes.
agreement.
And then you take out the I always said incarcerated, right?
Yeah. The ones that don't.
Incarcerated, alternative lifestyle, then just the no good motherfuckers.
Damn.
You got, unfortunately, that's 2
I
spots.
should say.
So now we have 5 to 1. I see you was ahead of me. I'm getting the 5
Oh,
to 1.
okay. I'm gonna let you do your
So
calculation.
it's about 5 to 1 women to good quality man, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you gotta take out the married ones.
Absolutely.
Now we're down to 2 to 1.
So is that no? Is that 7 to 1?
That's 7 to 1.
So
That's
married
seven
two-
to
I go 7
So
on.
now we at 7 to 1. So when I thought about that, because you know I have 2 adult children now, 24 and 22, I started thinking, damn, are my daughters going to be faced with these challenges growing up? Because this is cultural, it's systematic, and
It's definitely cultural.
you know, it's real. It's real. So I empathize with you ladies now when it comes to that, the challenges of finding a good man and not just a man or, you know, whatever.
Man
Fuck
with
boy.
benefits.
I don't know.
Fuck
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I like saying fuck boy.
You said
I
it
don't
for
know.
us.
I heard that in some rap song. I don't know where it is.
You said it for us.
Bitch, fuck that nigga, fuck boy. And for whatever reason, fuck boy. I don't know what rapper said that. I just love saying.
I don't know who said it.
Who
but
says that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go find that rap song. Somebody said some fuck boy. It was a dude that said it. So apologize. I don't mean to be. I'm not referring to anybody in particular, but as a generality, there are some fuckboys out there.
Yes.
You know, and we'll talk about that before another podcast.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I understand the challenge, because now for the one that now we gotta understand y'all love language. That's where I was going with this.
I see.
I can't
Full
just
circle.
come and be like, yo, I'm one of the good guys. If I don't speak your love language, you discounting me now.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
You
You give it time.
You get to know the
Yes.
person, and you would learn their love
And we'll
language
go
eventually.
And you might
Wait,
not
talk
even know
to you
that they
about
have
it.
a love language.
They might not even know they have a love. They might have not
But
tapped into
there yet.
that.
They're not there yet.
If
Exactly.
you know there's 5 different love languages and you tune into them and you try one each and every time and see what kind of reaction you get. Like if you buy her I'm gonna use your thing, some
Doritos?
Pringles,
Yeah.
Doritos, and you go home and you have the best physical touch you ever had in your life.
Yes,
Maybe
there you
that's her
go.
thing.
The best
I'm gonna just say that
figured it
might
out.
be her
You
thing.
figured it out.
But if you cutting the grass and you find out why you cutting the grass, she in there cooking.
She's more in
and
tune.
she's coming out and she's giving you some cold water because she appreciate what you're doing for her.
Or lemonade.
So you just have to. That's when you have to take heed to what you're
happening.
doing and what's
Yes.
happening around you. So if I don't know, like you said, most men don't know, or most men are not in tune with that this thing is, like you said, you didn't even know it was a thing.
It existed.
So, if we test you, not even test you, we just try different things. Like I brought you a gift, you're like, oh, that's nice, and you throw it on the dresser, and you
Do
never
you
look
kinda
at it
know that
again.
that's-
You're like,
that's probably
oh,
not
you don't
their
really
thing.
care. Like I could have bought that myself. Why
Right.
you spend your money on that?
Right.
Okay, that's not his thing.
Right.
So you try different things, and then if you find you getting a reaction, then that's probably that person's love language. So
Right.
that's the way they want to be. That's
You
the way
look
they
to how
want
they
to be handled.
respond.
You'll get a better response that way.
I'm just saying, from the guy's perspective, and I'm the only male, so I'm carrying the flag. Not for all males, 'cause there are a lot more sensitive dudes out there, and complex and layered dudes out there than I am. I'm just an
Okay.
average, ordinary But
Okay.
trying to find what makes a woman happy is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube
It's
on the
not.
first
It's
roll.
not
Right?
Every day.
complicated.
It ain't like, okay,
It's
yesterday I
it's
bought
not
some Pringles. That
complicated.
didn't work. I'm going to
Not
try
that
that. It's
difficult.
just, y'all going
Y'all say it's not that difficult.
We're not that difficult.
I forgot what your love language is.
You don't have to.
If you really are paying attention to us, you will
It's
know
good
our
to
language.
know.
We're gonna react,
And as
even
the
if we don't
relationship
say it. We're
evolves.
gonna
Just say
react.
for instance, okay, just say for instance, if boss lady I'm gonna just put that out there. Say, she collects Pandora charms. And she loves Pandora charms. And each time you go out and you get her a different Pandora charm for her birthday, for Christmas, for whatever. And you find out, oh my God, like she's so excited
She
about
give you the
it.
physical touch
You know
of
what
your
I mean?
life.
Then maybe gifts is her thing. You know what I mean? Maybe gifts is her thing.
I love it. I love
It's
it.
not something
love it.
that you have to dig out.
I agree.
It's
I
just
love
that
it.
you see the reaction.
The
like
physical
she
touch of your
really
life.
likes
And you're
it.
like,
Yes.
oh,
You know-
she likes that.
I'm gonna keep doing it. You're gonna keep working towards it.
This one's for you, ma'am.
Yes.
You'll continue doing it. You'll keep doing that. That's what she does.
Alright,
And
okay.
I've been one of the. I might not have said like, oh my God, he really came here with some Pringles, right? But I probably gave him like
The physical touch
like
of his
all
life.
the physical touch
Yes.
because of them Pringles. I'm trying to tell you.
Alright, so let's
So watch her reaction to
You
this.
everybody gonna get Pringles now. Huh? We gonna put that to the
I don't get
test.
Pringles.
Alright, so Jen says words of affirmation, acts of service is hers. Her husband is physical touch.
Okay.
There you go.
And words of affirmation. So they got two. They're a special
Thanks,
couple.
Jen.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Y'all got two. Let's see.
like
Atticus
that.
Pablo
Oh gosh.
is known as physical touch and words.
Okay, Pablo.
Pablo, we ain't talking about touching yourself. Let's see. Anybody else put their stuff up? June, what's your love language?
Please share your love language.
Please share.
Oh, June, she did. She says physical touch also. June,
Okay.
all right.
Okay, let's get physical.
I'm just saying,
like
y'all,
that.
y'all, it's just hard to figure out.
It's not.
It's not
And again,
complicated.
it's not the be all to end all.
Well,
for the
no, it's
love
what I'm
languages,
saying.
but it's a good starting
because,
point.
like I said, so you guys don't realize really how introspective a person I am because you know what you see here is my public persona, but I am like a deep, continuous thinker. I just think about bullshit most times, but I think a lot. And so when we had that conversation that night, I still remember it was that Sunday night. I went home and I was like thinking about. I was like, yo, I got 2 girls and you know I'm 50 plus, and before I leave this earth, I want to see them get traditionally married, and you know, I want to walk my girls down the aisle, and I want to be able to bounce my grandkids on my knee, and you know, and scare them or some shit like that. But at the way it is now, all these fuckboys, I like saying that, all these fuckboys,
We know, it's his favorite word tonight.
and the odds, shit, Q, we might be out of here before that shit happens. You know what I mean? Lord.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Man, they said the average life cycle for a man is in the U.S. is like 66, 67 now. I'm on the downside of life. So, but I'm going to tell them, hold out. Don't take no shorts.
That's right. Don't
Don't
take
take
any
no
shorts.
shorts.
That's right.
Don't take no shorts. But, yeah, so I don't know if I was sad for them or sad for me.
I think it was for you.
I think
it was
so.
for me.
I think it was for
And
you.
we're not that difficult. You got to realize because we 7 and 1, we're a little bit more tolerable of stuff.
Yeah, we're a lot
we will
more
give you
tolerant.
A lot more time to try to figure it out.
Yes.
So we're not like, it's not a deal breaker if you didn't figure it out. And I'm a hit thrower. I'm gonna throw some hints. Like I'm gonna be like, hey, I really want some ice cream. Like, man, that ice cream, that gelati ice cream.
That would make me feel
love
good.
some right now.
That would make me feel good.
Right.
And you're waiting for him to say which flavor.
And hello?
Right.
And you want me to bring it right?
You know,
whatever. Like,
see, you said that to me, I'd be like, yeah, I could go for some chunky monkey. Look, and I'm gonna be like this here. I'm gonna put that right on the table. I'm going downstairs.
No.
I just did.
Straight to the cave.
And you know
I'm
what?
going downstairs.
I'm actually glad you said that because that's an interesting point because I don't know how I would feel. I guess,
If he said that,
if you
okay.
gave the money for both of us to get I might want to get, because I'd be like, okay, well, he paid for us to both get the ice cream.
Right. So there was
But
a compromise.
I did want you to get the ice cream.
I wanted
But
you to take the
since
hit.
you did it, that's the compromise, though. I think I can compromise there. That wouldn't bother me.
Shit, my family all got a card. One of my credit cards, all of them got a card under my name, and I'll be like, yeah, just put it on the red card. It's affectionately known as the red card.
The red card.
They were like, yeah, I'm going to some. Yeah, put it on the red
Put
card.
it on the red card.
Yeah, don't worry about
Okay.
it. So, all right. Let me see what else. So I did do some data though. So
Okay.
because I always like to have data to support debate,
Okay.
but I didn't put a lot of thought into it. Really, it was like I was playing PlayStation and on my phone. But it did talk about incarceration. This was 2001 data. No, I'm sorry, 2019 data.
Okay.
That 35% of men that are in the prison systems are black men.
That's true.
And it's 1,600 of every 100,000 black men are actually in jail.
Wow.
So it really, really does take the pool down.
Yes.
It dilutes the pool.
Especially for somebody that, you know, that's closed-minded, that don't date outside their race and things like that. That just
Really takes it down even further.
So I'm getting ready to go left. I'm giving you all the warning right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Because this conversation we had in the lounge too, brothers. So if a guy has been incarcerated for say 10 years, he's been in prison for 10 years.
No, thank you.
You know, you've been in prison for a long time. You adapt to prison structure,
Lifestyle.
lifestyle. Good choice of words. If he spoke your love language, would he still be on the list, or would he not be on the list, given his 10 years in the pen and his propensity to be a fuckboy?
Can I?
Okay, since you added that last
Okay.
part, no, but before that last part,
I have
questions. I
I
have a lot
have
of questions first.
I have evidence.
That's what I said. He ruined it
That's
by
what we
adding
do.
that to the end of it.
All right, I'm not. I just like saying fuckboy.
So
I'm sorry.
I worked in the jail for 10 years.
Okay.
You worked in the jail for 10 years?
I worked in the jail for 10
I
years.
did not know that.
And the lifestyle in the jail, a lot of men adapt to that lifestyle.
Yes.
And that lifestyle is not waiting for a woman all the time. And I'm not saying every man partakes in that lifestyle, but to see a man between another man's leg and his legs, getting his hair braided or twisted, it's kind of questionable. And they're compromising their lifestyle at that moment, and so you don't know what you're encountering afterwards.
Agreed.
It's
When
a
they're
all the
leaving.
way. I'm
And that's
sorry. It's
my-
a all the way no for me. I'm sorry.
It's
So
a hard no,
it's a hard no
It's
for me too.
Like,
It's a hard no.
that,
But he
that's
speak
the
your
thing.
love language.
No, he
No,
won't
thank
even
you.
get a chance to
He speaks
speak
your
to me.
language. You
No,
don't
he
know
won't.
that in the beginning.
No, but he
You don't
won't
know
let-
that in the You don't
Okay.
know that when you
So
first
he's
meet him.
not telling me
And
that
he
he
got
went to
he got a
jail?
cigar. Of course he's in trial. He's got a cigar.
No.
He's got a drink.
Keep getting to know him so you
and
can
you
get
didn't
all
know
the
that
background.
initially.
No.
Continue to get to know him.
It would be a deal breaker for me, and I'm good with that. Like I can be. Maybe that's part of my problem. I could be head over heels,
What's going
find
on,
some
guys?
stuff
How y'all
high, find some stuff out, and it's just, I'm just done. But
No,
that
thank you.
is 10 years. Like
Awesome.
That's a long
that's
way.
that's a no for me.
But I'm
Like we can be
saying,
together.
though,
We
I'm
can be
saying, though, the
together,
odds
and he do
is
10
7
years.
to 1.
Hold on.
I'm thinking you
We
like
can
that.
we can be together.
Uh-huh.
And he do 10 years. The judge said to him to 10 years, I love that you keep your head up, boo. But I'm not waiting. I'm sorry. That's me. I'm not
Definitely not
ride or
waiting.
die. I'm not ride or die. I'm not her.
And
I
the
can't.
recidivism is high.
I'm sorry.
Recidivism is high.
Right. And
I
don't
agree.
know.
All right, but he did his time already. Right.
He did his
time. He paid his debt to society. He's now out. He's off house arrest. He got that job. Of course, he's working for the refuge company. You know what I mean? He's a trash man. Come get your trash every
He
day.
making money.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He got benefits and,
And
all
benefits.
that. You keep looking out the window every day at the trash man, and eventually you be like, he look kind of cute. Probably when he ain't got his work clothes on. But then you find out, y'all go on a date. He speak your language at the door, and I don't know what this. I'm just using that.
Right,
Speak your language
I'm
at
a
the
wish
door.
you well.
I'ma take a
And then he be
pass
like,
on
he
that.
be
I
like,
got a
what
lot
you
of
been doing?
questions
He be
because
like,
there's a lot of times we meet guys like that and don't even know they did a bid. I've met many a guys that they came out and their life is like they are doing it.
I know.
And later on down the line, you find out they
I'm
did
with
a bid, and by then, then what you doing? Because
It shouldn't
might
take you
get
that
locked-
later on
No,
to find
I
out.
agree, but if they're like, you know what I mean. So, and then I gotta look at what you went for. I gotta look at the age, because if you went at a certain age, I feel like you didn't get a chance to learn women, and you're probably socially awkward when it comes to women. I don't know, because then I'm with you. I'm asking questions. If they ask me to do certain things, I'm gonna be in my head. I'm gonna be like, "Why you want to do it like that?" Right.
why you mean to put it there?
I don't want to
Yeah.
just totally dismiss guys that have been in prison, only because I know a lot of guys who've done things for the sake of their household, and they were in some real tragic situations. So I don't want to just totally dismiss it, but a bit like that, I would question it. I'm with you. I agree, because I'm thinking of me. Would I wait? Could I go without for 10 years?
Right.
Right.
Like, would
But
I
they speak your
compromise
love
some
language,
things?
though.
Yes, it doesn't matter. A lot of somebody else.
And
might
sometimes it's
speak it,
called
and I'ma just go on and
sometimes
wait.
they're surviving.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So I agree. It's a lot of questions. I'm not ruling them out though. I will say that.
They just low on the list.
They
They
lower.
go on they lower.
They didn't make
I'm
it.
not putting up with a lie. Like, yeah, now I'm not doing a lie.
They be like, just can we? Let me stop. You
No,
we
thank you.
play. Listen, we play around here at the lounge.
I love
we
it.
get serious.
I'm
I
like,
got
no, thank you.
Nah. All right. Let me just keep it tight. Okay. So, Kamina.
Yes.
She don't know what's coming our way.
I do.
I'm nervous.
We talked about some questions.
I know. That's what I said. I do.
Oh,
So, brothers, listen. Be prepared. Because when you meet one of these ladies here, they got love language. They got some questions that they're going to use to qualify you. And I didn't really know that y'all had the questionnaire thing going. And it's not going to be rapid fire. It's going to be, it might be one question a date. They're going to ease it in. It's going to be conversational. But you going to not know, once again, you taking another fucking test.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You
Once
can even
gotta take
sign
the
up
test
to
for the
take
love
it.
language. Now it's like, you ain't gonna know though. They gonna be like, you
have
want some
no
shrimp?
idea.
You gonna be at Red Lobster or wherever they go, and they gonna ask you one of these questions in a conversational way. So give me a question.
Okay.
And these are qualifying questions, so be ready. Go ahead.
Qualifying questions. Okay. So one of my big ones though is, do you need freedom to pursue independent hobbies
All right.
and time with your friends, or do you thrive on constant contact with your partner?
All right, so go ahead, read it one more time for the people in the back that
All
didn't
right.
hear.
So, do you need freedom to pursue independent hobbies and time with your friends, or do you thrive on constant contact? You know,
All right.
with your partner,
Yeah.
right?
All right, one more time. Go ahead.
They need it
They
again.
focusing. Yeah,
Because
write it down. Write it down. You gonna hear this shit.
We're talking about our expectations and how we spend time.
The behind
right?
the scenes question.
Okay,
Right.
here we go.
So, do you need freedom to pursue independent hobbies and time with your friends?
Like the cigar lounge.
Right. Or do you thrive on
didn't know
constant
if I was blocking
contact
her.
with your partner? You need independence.
This is like my mom. This is where I get away.
That's
This is
That's important.
okay.
That's
Okay.
important.
Okay. Okay.
So when I
Okay.
put my key back in the door,
Right.
it's actually all about you.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
outside
There you
the
go.
door, I'm holler at you. You all right? Are you good? All right.
Okay.
In a respectful way.
But at the same time, you need your independence too.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's not the word both ways.
Right. Well, some people do thrive on constant contact.
Agree.
Okay,
Some
friend.
people show me somebody.
So now I gotta ask friend a question.
No, thank you. No, thank
I'm gonna tell you right then and there that they not happy.
But,
They not happy.
but again, that person becomes consumed with the other person. You
Right.
lose your identity.
Correct.
All right, so I don't know if you guys can hear what they said, but the synopsis was that we think it's healthy to have our own quality time away from each other.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
okay.
we don't need constant contact
You don't
except
wanna be all you
between
got.
11 p.m. and 12:30.
Okay.
That's his
it.
time. Yeah.
Yes, that is a deal breaker.
Okay.
I will not date a person who doesn't have their own life because I
I
need my
agree.
girl time.
Yeah, you need.
I
that
said I
time.
wouldn't. I will not date a person who doesn't have their own personal life. Like I need my girl time.
Absolutely.
And even though there are guys in our,
Right.
we still
Or
like
even
to bring
time just to
outsiders
pursue
in
my
because
own
sometimes we like to have deep and very inappropriate conversations, and I don't want you feeling all uncomfortable when I'm talking.
Okay.
No, I need my girl time.
Just like the fellas, do you know what kind of freaky shit go on when y'all leave the house?
Paul, that's a different podcast for another day. We ain't giving out the men top 10 secrets right
We'll
now.
talk to you.
And
we'll
I
talk.
Well, we can ask how important is sex?
All right, so
And-
wait. So next question. So listen, that came during an entree, and you wasn't paying attention. You was just like, oh man, this shrimp is good as shit. Yeah, I like being with you all the time. But you really ain't paying attention, right? You only heard every third word. I'm just telling you right now, you done fucked up.
and
But go ahead, question number. This one gonna come. Go ahead.
Okay. So, how important is sex? And what kind of frequency do you require?
All right, so I'm gonna take this one. Now, that one came during dessert. That came.
These are
No,
questions
that's,
that
not tonight.
that's a qualifying question
Right.
that came during dessert. You were sitting there talking about, this cheesecake's so good. Now, all you heard was the sex thing. Because we listened to every 3 words.
Right.
And we like, sex.
Sex,
My
wait.
mind's like,
you're like, I need it.
I'm clapping on now.
listen.
She said
Also,
sex.
we start singing R. Kelly in our mind. Must be used to me
Right.
standing.
You zone back into the conversation.
All
Right.
this
Did he come
sweet
back?
whining and dining, but I'm fucking you tonight. We hear Big in the background. There's another one. And another one. You know.
How important is it, and
how
what
often?
frequency do you require?
First and foremost, it's a difference with everybody. It's different levels.
That's
Okay.
why we asked.
That's why we're
If
asking.
you asking,
So a potential person,
Keep touching me. Trust me, that's not
You're fine.
this is all different.
it's off the Richter scale.
another day.
You know what I mean?
It's the chair.
Yes. So it's important. We got that, right?
Extraordinaire.
It's very important.
It is, but it's not everything.
Right.
So you can't look at it as
Right.
everything, but it is important.
Right.
It's a key thing.
Right.
So
All right, I gotta bring it back together because the mic picks up all this feedback.
Okay.
But what the consensus is from the gentleman to my right is that it is an important factor.
Yes.
I guess frequency will vary. It will
On the
determine.
relationship.
So on the individual. So I will play devil's advocate.
Okay.
All right. And so I'm going to flip those two questions back to you ladies. Do you need to have quality separate time or you need to be together?
I need separate time.
Separate time or together? Separate time or together?
I need my separate time.
Separate time together.
Separate time.
How important is sex and what frequency?
Very important. Frequency, I don't know, 3 days a week.
How important? Frequency.
Very important and a lot.
A lot.
A whole lot.
A whole lot. See,
We ain't gonna try to define what a whole lot is. How important?
it's important.
Frequency?
Now we had the conversation before of sex, so it doesn't have to be penetration sex, but some type of
does
sexual.
oral sex count as
Yeah,
sex?
it does. To me, it does. So I'm gonna say
It's
that's
you.
very
It's your world. If it counts
That's
to
very
you, then
important.
that works.
It's very important.
Frequency and is it important?
Sex is important,
Uh-huh.
and it's needed frequently.
All right, so I'm
Okay.
gonna go back to the first question. I need y'all to tell me, is it important and frequency? You ain't gotta put a day or whatever. But once again, thank you, Jen. You like our number one commenter today. She was like,
Thank you,
separate
Jen.
quality. Way to go, Jen.
Yay.
Separate quality time is essential. You must have your own time. Mel says important. June says intimacy. June, you're a tight second. June says intimacy is important. Also having their own lives is important.
Yes,
All right, so we got two questions. And see, we wasn't paying attention. This is why we're going to fail. Right. Because we was eating dessert. We didn't know this was a test qualifying question.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now, one more. Give me the last one. This is going to be the one on the ride home. This question is going to determine whether you're going to get it that night or not. I'm just going to tell
Yes,
you.
yes.
No, it's
Get a good
not.
one. Get a good one.
Yes, it is. Stop lying.
I don't
I'm
have-
gonna
I don't
tell
have
you.
a have any more good ones.
secret on you was gonna get it anyway.
The kids? But see, that could go for different age groups, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
kids was one of them?
Yeah, kids
Well,
was
ask me
one.
the kid one. I'm going to play like I'm on the
No, I
date.
want another one.
Okay, you want another one?
She want another one.
Let's get a juicy one.
Well, see, I did have one. How do you solve problems? You know, do you tackle problems head on? Or do you kind of bury your head in the sand and wait for someone else to solve your problems?
All right, so I'm gonna take this one. So I'm on the date with y'all. We on the ride home now.
Okay.
We done had a good. The consensus is we done had a good date, right?
Okay, good
The
date.
shrimp was good.
Right.
Cheesecake was good. Your Manhattan or whatever you drank was good. I
Okay.
done fucked up on the two qualifying questions because I wasn't really listening.
Right.
But now we're in the car.
Now
and
you
I
on
got
board.
my
Okay.
Slow Jams
Right.
mixtape Finisher All playing in the car. You know, everybody had that
Right.
back in the day.
Right.
A mixtape. You probably got to see it again.
Okay.
They on probably on Spotify now. But I
Now
got
we're
that
doing
playing.
XM.
Okay.
And you're asking me, how do I solve problems?
Correct. Do you tackle them head on? Or do you wait and bury your head in the sand and hope it goes away? Or you wait for someone else to solve it?
All right, so I'm going to say
That's a good question.
I usually just bury the motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Listen, I solve problems with sex. There you go.
No.
That's how I
Why
solve
you
problems.
say-
Listen,
why you keep
I
having
come
sex?
in, if we got a problem, go ahead, talk about it. I'm going to drop this thing on you. I'm going to give you a couple of dollars to go get that ice cream.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
going downstairs, play the game. I see you at 11 for the second go round. Problem solved.
As long as we can talk about the problem during the sex. No, that's serious. I've even said that. We're
gonna talk about the problem.
Talk about the problem during. It might even make it better.
Really?
And you can get all that frustration. You was mad at me. Come show me how mad you was.
But it's feeling good, so he may not give you a true answer.
I think you could go both. I think you could do that.
Okay.
But we still got to talk about the problem because it's still going to be there after the sex.
It is.
True. So
And that's why I fucks with y'all. See that grown women shit. So as you guys know, we usually try to keep it to an hour. We blew way past it. It was worth it.
Awesome.
I never had 4 guests at the same time, so thank y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for your honest feedback. Thank everybody that tuned in. The comments give us life. So I'll put my finishing touches. Yo, quiet in the background. We live out here. Shut the fuck up. You know that's what our parents say, right?
I love it.
My parents' house
freaking love
Get
it.
your ass in the bed.
He keep it real.
Get your ass in the bed. Look, when they say, don't make me come up there. Let me hear another sound. I'm going to come up there. Yeah, everybody going to be asleep.
Everybody.
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry. I bet he didn't have that when he was growing up, writing the 5 love languages. Nobody told him that. Make near another sound. He probably don't know what near another sound was one word, wasn't it?
Near another sound.
Near another sound.
Never heard.
He ain't had that shit growing up. But anyway, I certainly,
He went back to
thank you, Chad. I certainly appreciate everybody for coming in, hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys online hanging out with us. You know, we try to tackle the real life issues, but I always do things whimsical because I've been around the block a time or two, and one thing I've learned is that I don't take myself too seriously.
That's right.
It helps me get through a lot of things. But I love you guys. I appreciate y'all being a part of the E Squared family. Sansa Ray, congratulations. Did your brother tell you I never called you by your name because I could never pronounce it?
I know now. He
You
says
don't
the
know, I
whole
practiced
name.
it all day today. Did I get it kind of good today?
You were on it.
Yeah, I just be like, showing sister. And he was like, yo, you told me that. You was like, that's not my name. We ain't talking about you. We ain't talking about you. Going in the back. And you was like, that's not my name. I could never really pronounce your name. And she had like 4 names, and I just could never pronounce her. And I still don't know your name, but it's okay. We're gonna get we're gonna get there one day.
He's a work in progress.
Yeah, I'm a work in progress. So shameless plug, Saturday, the band is back. So we've got Tracy A and the A-List band. We're back. We're practicing social distance. We're taking temperature checks and sanitizer. Reservations only are strongly recommended because we have a cap by the state. 302-543-5517. Once again, 302-543-5517. I'll do it in Spanish. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, Diego.
What's your Instagram?
And y'all can follow us Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the same, E Squared Cigars. So I want to once again thank everybody. You guys gave me life. And final words. Come on, I'm going to let the ladies finish because this was a ladies' night. I'll start with my right and we'll go counterclockwise. Give me a 30-second close.
I don't know. Well, it was just good talking to you guys. Thank you for checking in. If you guys have any feedback on what we talked about,
Come to the fucking lounge.
Come to the lounge. Come to the lounge. Come on down.
If you know your love language, come talk to us about it.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
We welcome
absolutely.
you.
Cigars and conversation.
I enjoyed this opportunity, Cigars and Conversation. You can follow me at spicy_sational on Instagram.
I like it. Come on down to the lounge. If you're single, let us know your love language.
Where they almost single? Where they almost single?
We'll talk about
Mostly
it.
single.
We will discuss it. We'll discuss it.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Great conversation, great service, great drinks, and excellent cigars. Come support E Square. It's a great time always.
Yes.
That's the best wrap up. All right, we appreciate y'all. And if no one told you they love you today, tell your goddamn self. It means so much more.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Self-love.